am thrilled, out of my mind, happy to bring on our next presenter for you. This person is one of the most influential teachers of our time in the field of personal development and spiritual development. And for 25 years, she has reached tens of millions, tens of what? Of people throughout the world with her inspiring and motivational and teaching and her trainings about transformation and happiness and the search for meaning in our lives. She is a best-selling author. She's a popular television personality. She's an award-winning speaker. She's a legend in the field of transformation, being there at the very, very beginning and still growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And she's actually the first nationally recognized female motivational teachers on television. Good or good? She has 14, how many? 14. How many? 14 best-selling books to her credit, which have sold over 10 million copies and been published throughout the world in over 20 different languages, including her most recent book, which is called How Did I Get Here? Finding Your Way to Hope and Happiness When Life and Love Take Unexpected Turns. Raise your hand if that ever happens, yes? You've probably seen her on television with her popular infomercial or her talk show. She's hosted her own television shows on CBS, on PBS, on CNN, and her own #1 radio show in Los Angeles. She's been on Oprah. She's been on The Today Show. She's been on Good Morning America. She's been on The View. And she lights up everywhere she goes. She's also just received the highest honor from Toastmasters International as their Golden Gavel Award winner for this year, 2007. Way cool, yes or yes? And she's only one of 5. How many? One of 5 women to receive this award in Toastmasters in their entire 50-year history. Good or good? She also has amazing, what's the word? Transformational trainings and work. And here's the thing. This person, this woman is, she's got it. She's got the gift. She's a spiritual healer. She is a true light worker. She is a person who was actually sent here to do work and to heal people in all areas of their life. Here's the thing about her. She's one of my teachers. She is a true inspiration. She is, I don't know how to put this. She's connected. What's the word you want to use? She is like totally connected. She's one of these people who is like spiritually connected. And I do work with her. I'm going to do more work with her. And all I can tell you, she does her work rarely. She doesn't do big seminars all over the place all the time. She used to, but she doesn't need to do that anymore. She just needs to give back. And literally, if you can work with her, in any way, shape, or format, if she does have a seminar or personal coaching or something, it's a gift. It's a gift. She's that special. And you'll probably find that out when you meet her. But I know this to be true about her, and that's why she's here. And she's one of the most connected people on the planet that I know of. And she's been at this for years and years. Raise your hand if you've been involved in personal development for a lot of your life. There's a good chance you learn a lot of your principles from this woman. She was the originator of so many of them. I want you to help me welcome the one, the only, the goddess herself, Dr. Barbara Angelis.
I love you too. Especially the guy in the front yelling really loud. Thank you. What an honor to be with thousands and thousands of awakened beings. What an honor! What an honor. All over the world right now, there are people sleeping, walking through their lives asleep. There are people who will never wake up. There are people who came here to this planet and don't remember why, and have spending their whole lives trying to remember what's wrong, what is missing, what am I doing here? All over the world, there are people suffering with no hope of understanding the secret for freedom that's inside. You, my dear ones, are awake. You, my dear ones, have chosen to wake up. And I honor you for that choice. And the world honors you for that choice. Because in our waking up, we are waking up the planet. We are waking up hearts. We are waking up souls. Wakefulness. In this moment, on this sacred mountain, with this ancient land that we are upon, we come together to awaken. We come together to awaken fully, not partially, yes, fully. We come together to remember why we are here, why you are here, why you have chosen to come right now at this time on this earth. We come together on this mountain today for love, for the reminder of this moment. It is only in this moment that joy can be found. Not when you make $10 million, not when you find your soulmate, not when your life looks perfect, not when you lose the weight you think you need to lose, not when the things happen that you think will make you happy. Happiness is not an acquisition, it's a skill. It's a skill. If you can't right now, sitting on this beautiful mountain among your loved ones in this divine reunion that we are a part of, if you can't feel happy right now, no matter what else is going on in your life, when you get that stuff, you will just have more stuff and still be unhappy. So this is the moment. While I transmit to you, while you sit here with each other, while you look at the beautiful clouds, Mother Nature, who has so cooperated with us to bless us with the most magnificent display, as if she dressed up in her best, because she knew Seminar of the Century was coming, to say thank you. Thank you for bringing blessings to my mountain. Thank you for bringing love to the planet. Thank you for bringing remembrance. With all of that in this moment, right now, breathe in happiness. Breathe in happiness. You are alive. You are here. You can breathe the air. You can see. You can smell. You can love. You can touch. Touch someone right now. You can touch. You can feel them. All around you are light workers, healers, divine beings, teachers, transformers. Everyone sitting on this hill is a teacher, a transformer, an awakener, as much as everybody on this stage. There is no difference between us, none at all. None at all. We are here together in this reunion. In front of you is an awakened being. Next to you, behind you. So I would like to ask you right now to turn to 3 people, to take your hands, put them in the position of namaste. I honor the divinity in you. To look at somebody and say, I am honored to be in your presence. And they will say it back. And do this with 3 people. I am honored. And bow to them. Honor the God that is within that person now. When you're done, close your eyes. Put your hand over your own heart. Some of you are really getting into the honoring back there. When you're done, put your hands over your own heart and say that to the light that is within you. It lives within you, waiting for your recognition, waiting to give you everything, waiting to remind you of your true nature, waiting to bring you the joy, the love, the peace, the happiness you are looking for, waiting to shower you, to flood you with bliss. Say to that presence, I am honored to be in your presence. And now silently, feel, imagine, perceive all of the invisible beings who are here with us. Do you think there's just 4,000 or 5,000 people here? There are tens and tens and tens of thousands of light workers, invisible beings, angels, guides, ancestors, great healers, ascended masters, gathered here, celebrating us, celebrating you while you celebrate your journey. They are all around us. Can you feel them? If you can, you will feel chills up and down your body. They are here. They are honoring you. Say to them silently in your heart with no words, I am honored to be in your presence. Welcome them. Yes, and then open your eyes. Honoring. Honoring. Yes, cheer for honoring. This is a sacred day. It is an auspicious day. All days are auspicious. All days are sacred. This day is particularly special. It is the 7th day of the 7th month of the 7th year of a millennium. 7707. When I was asked to speak here by my wonderful friend and teacher, Harv, whom I adore. And I don't adore all teachers that are out there, but I adore Harv. Because how can you not adore Harv? Come on! When I was asked to speak, I was originally first told I was speaking on Friday, and I thought, too bad, because I really would love to speak on 7707. Why? Because I understood the meaning of it. The number 7 is sacred in all traditions. The oldest language in the world, Sanskrit, the number 7 is a word called sapta, S-A-P-T-A-H, sapta. Sapta means continuous, wholeness. Sometimes in India, if you visit there, they'll have a chant, and it's a sapta, and it goes on and on and on and on until you think you can't go on anymore, and then it goes on and on. Sapta, bringing things back to wholeness, the circle. 7 is very powerful. 7 has been chosen. There are 7 days in the week, and the 7th day, of course, is the sacred day. There are 7 colors in the color spectrum. Have you ever thought about this? There are 7 notes in the musical scale. There are 7 energy systems, energy centers in the body, chakras, as they say in the East. Actually, there's 6, and the top one is the 7th, and that is awakening, wholeness, liberation. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 equals 7. 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 is the number of the months. 12 is the way that our time has been divided up by our ancestors. 12 is the signs of the zodiac. Can you see how powerful 7 is? 7 and 7, 777 is a day of harmonic shifting, a vibrational shift on the planet. It is no accident that they've chosen to have that wonderful, wonderful event all around the world today. It is no accident that we are here today It is no accident that you chose to be here. And it is no accident that I am speaking today either. Because I was born on the seventh day. My life has been about wholeness, about completion, and my work is that, and that is also my commitment to all of you. So many of you who've already studied with me, those of you who will in the future, those of you who came here this weekend just because you and I had an appointment, and you are waiting for something I will say to you that you needed to hear. Those of you who know that our appointment is more personal, that you are meant to study with me for a while, and those of you who never will. But we have this time together. This is an opportunity today to shift. I want to invite you to not just sit and receive and let the amazing speakers do the work. I want to invite you not to sit and wait for somebody to enlighten you, wait for somebody to hit you over the head with something today. I want to invite you not to sit back passively, but to make a decision inside yourself right now that you are ready for a shift, that you are ready for a powerful shift. And by shift, I don't mean rearranging the furniture. I'm talking about a total remodel. By shift, I don't mean a new idea, a new concept. I mean a radical shift into more love, more passion, more wakefulness, more consciousness, more service, more you. Who's ready to shift into more you right now? Right now. Turn to someone next to you and say, I am making my shift right now. Yes, may it be so. There are times in our lives when we are ripe for awakening. There are times in our lives when everything has brought us to a place. We have an appointment. Did you know you had an appointment here today? Yes. Thank you for keeping it. I'm so glad you showed up. I am so glad I had an appointment with you. And this time on the planet is a time when you have an appointment with something. And my work is about reminding you of that. That it is time to come out of the closet. For those of you who haven't done it yet, it is time for you to reveal yourself as who you really are. It is time for you to stop playing small. It's time for you to stop pretending you're not loving yourself. It's time for you to do whatever it takes to show up as the teacher, the healer, the being you are meant to be, because the world needs you. Not in a year, not when you think you're ready, not when your kids finally go to school, not when you finally find your partner, not when you finally fix your debt, not when you finally get yourself together. All the reasons you tell yourself, this isn't your time. They're just reasons. They're just reasons. Because it is absolutely your time now. Not in the future, but right now. That's what today is about. There's a word in Sanskrit called bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means suddenly the thought of awakening, suddenly the thought of liberation dawns on a soul. In all of your lifetimes, if you believe that, at some point, all of a sudden, you start asking yourself the questions. Who am I? What am I doing here? Am I living as the person I was meant to be? Am I giving as much as I can? Am I loving as much as I can? Am I remembering who I am? Am I content to suffer and still be ignorant anymore? Am I content to live within limitations anymore? Why do I tolerate these stories I tell myself over and over again? It's time to make your vision bigger than your story, all right? You all know what your story is. It doesn't matter, because something greater is needed than that. And that's what this moment is about for you. I am here for one reason today. And one reason only, no matter what else happens. If lots of people work with me, if no one signs up, if no one buys books, if everyone, it doesn't matter. I'm here for one reason, and I'm really clear on that. To remind you, wake up. Seize this moment for awakening. Seize this moment, not just today and tomorrow, not just when all of us are here reminding you and telling you to cheer, every day of your lives. Wake up, stay awake, don't go back to sleep, because you are needed. You have an assignment. Do you know you have an assignment? You have an assignment, and I am not talking about big or small. It doesn't matter what it is. Some of you come here and actually use what happens to disqualify yourselves even more. Well, I could never do what, Mark Victor Hansen did. So, I'm just selling real estate. What can I do? Well, I can never be Harv. So, why should I even go into coaching? Well, I could never be whomever. Or I could never make that much, or I could never affect that many people. It doesn't matter. You, my dear ones, every single one of you in this room, over on that hill in the beautiful shade, all the way in the back, sitting over in the tents, every one of you has students waiting for you right now. They are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to show up. Haven't you waited for your teachers to show up? Aren't you glad they did? Aren't you glad that Harv showed up for you? In that same way, there is somebody somewhere waiting for you right now. For you. You have your people assigned to you. Your people you are supposed to help, inspire, love, uplift, even if it's just by your presence. They're waiting for you. This is your time. This is your time. How many of you can feel something that's been building? It feels like your time has come. How many of you have been feeling what I call the divine discomfort? Do you know what that is? What is the divine discomfort? It's when you feel antsy in your own life. It's when you feel restless. It's when you feel I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm not maybe sure what it is. Or I know what it is, but it's not quite happening yet. Why isn't everything happening yet? I see people smiling. You recognize what I'm saying is true. The divine discomfort is when you are about to be born into a new life. Some of you are mistaking your divine discomfort, thinking you're depressed, thinking that you're in a bad time, thinking you've been lazy, thinking that you've been sabotaging yourself. You're not recognizing what's happening. When you give birth in those days and weeks and months right before, you are uncomfortable, aren't you? You're like, I wish the baby would come out already. You, my dear ones, are giving birth to yourself. Some of you are just not quite ready. Things are cooking. You are cooking. Not just in the sun right here. You're cooking. You're on the stove, the cosmic stove, and God is cooking you. How many of you feel like you've been cooking? How many of your lives look like there's been a lot of cooking going on? A lot of things boiling, a lot of junk coming to the top. You are being prepared. You are being prepared to serve, to teach, to heal, to love in your own way, in your own world, in your own time. That's what the divine discomfort is. This is your time. When something whispers to you, aren't I supposed to be doing something more? How many of you have had that thought? Aren't I supposed to be doing something? Aren't I supposed to be maybe teaching, but I'm not a teacher? Who's had that thought? Aren't I supposed to be helping more, but I don't really have time? How am I supposed to do that? This is not a random thought. This is not your ego. This is an alarm clock that has gone off inside of you. There are moments in your life when an inner alarm clock goes off. And you know what it says? Now. It says now. And no matter what you say back and you push the snooze button, what happens? It says, no, now. This morning, my room was right up there. I went to bed very, very late because I was meditating and working on being able to give to you what I'm here to give to you. And at 5:30 in the morning, the light next to my bed went on. It just went on. Now, it's not a light that has a plug and it's loose. You have to actually twist it. And the light went on. And I thought, what the hell? Who turned on the light? And I started to laugh. Because my entire talk is about turning on the light. My entire talk is about something waking you up, even when you think you still just want to sleep a little bit more. Can I just have another few years to kind of go through my life easily? Do I have to really do anything now? Can I just kind of wait? I am telling you that the answer is no, you cannot. No, you cannot. The light has gone on. You are here on 7707. No accident. This is your time. This is your time. I would like you all to stand up, please. Stand up. It'll be good for you. Stand up. Close your eyes. Feel your feet planted in the earth. Feel the power, the red energy that comes from the earth, the red light coming into your feet, into your body. Breathe in that energy. Ground yourself. Feel from above you, from the heavens, from the spheres of the celestial light, and imagine it pouring in the top of your head, pouring in like a shower, light coming in from the top, red energy coming from the earth. Feel it meeting in the middle of you. Breathe in and say this silently to yourself. My time is now, and I am ready. Say it to yourself. Breathe it in. Proclaim it. My time is now, and I am ready. Open your eyes. We're going to say this all together. This is huge. We are announcing something. This is not just something you say in a seminar. It's not a gimmick. It's not to get you to say something and feel energized. This is a proclamation. It is an invitation. Who are you saying this to? You are saying it to all the helpers that are going to come in and help you do your work. You are saying it to all the obstacles that they are on notice that they should leave now. You are saying it to yourself. A reminder that this is the time you've been hoping for. Are you ready? On the count of 3, here today.